Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Yes, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Just a minute, Jimmy.
I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief. And don't call me Chief. Have you got any ideas, Chief? You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me... Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
Okay, here we go.
Are you in? Yeah, you're in.
The Jews are here.
Hello.
What was it? Welcome to Showbiz, Jews.
Wow.
Wasn't that what Mike said?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So what were we talking about just there?
So how do you write comedy?
Yeah,
what's your process?
Yeah. I just get a woman to do it for me. But yeah, so you're in town. You're doing a show last night.
Yeah, we did.
At
You
City.
came over.
I came over and there was a lot of Jews.
Too many. Yeah.
Over.
I think more than half. Yeah.
That's I mean, two is enough. I mean,
Yeah.
Two is too many Jews.
Yeah.
And Hamish looks like the opposite of a Jew.
I am.
He's very. You're very white, like white supremacist.
Yeah.
But he looks like if you put him in a black and white and put a sport coat on him, he looks like this was Colonel Lance Honda from.
Like from the
It could
Luftwaffe.
easily be like a Hermann Goering.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like look-alike. It's nice. Oh,
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Like-
Yeah, no, it's that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
grown out his mustache. Originally, it was
Yeah.
just a little square.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the sides soon.
Do
You
you
get a little paint, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you shave your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? You think it just stays like that?
I don't know. I don't know what's the process of like being
Of being a bald?
Being bald?
Yeah.
No, it's just usually just
What's your process?
It bolds in the male pattern baldness is what it is it just you lose hair in the worst possible place.
Yeah.
Just in the middle at the front.
So if
And at
you
the
don't
back.
do anything,
Oh,
it
it
can
looks
grow like.
Yeah, I mean, I still have hair. Like, I would still. I don't have any like fully bald packages, but it's like thin. I just don't like the way it looks. Although I haven't tried to grow it out for a while, so it's probably much bolder than when I first shaved it.
When did you
Yeah.
start going bald?
I mean, I could notice it when I was 18, but no one else could. But I could see. I was like, it's coming. And my brother was going bald when he was 20, so
Right,
I knew it was coming because my dad was bald in his 20s. But I didn't really need to shave my head until maybe 25. Like no one else was like.
Were you scared?
Like, yeah, I used to angst over it a lot, and then when you finally decide to shave it, you're like, you win.
Are you
Like,
worried
you
if
beat it? You're like, you don't
I
fucking
own it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Are you worried if you lose weight, it will change the vibe of your face compared to your head?
No, I think I look better when I lose weight.
You do look
Yeah,
better when you
yeah.
lose weight.
Yeah.
I look more.
I think
look
everybody looks
less.
better.
I look less.
Yeah.
I look
Try
less.
it, Adam.
My head looks less round.
Saying the obvious thing.
Yeah.
Because a round is not a good look for a head. I think
Got
like
it.
too round. Well, you do want it round. You don't want a square head.
No.
Yeah,
But
round is
like
better
you want
than
a
square.
couple of angles. You want a little bit. You want like a little bit of cheekbone.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
You
I've
don't want-
lost that.
I just look like a cheek.
Yeah.
Like I just look like a giant cheek.
A giant Nazi cheek.
yeah.
Can you see that I've put on weight?
Yes.
Yeah.
You lost some weight,
Yeah.
no?
What?
You lost
Oh,
some.
no,
Since
no,
the
no.
last time we saw him?
No,
No,
he gained
I've
weight.
gotten-
He gained at least like 30, 40
Kilos?
thousand
At
pounds.
At least. Yeah. I mean, I put on.
Look at that belly.
20.
Look at that big fat belly.
So you put it on.
Huh?
You just put it on.
Yeah, like a dress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, it's
Just take it off, dude.
Yeah, I was
Let-
sure
let
just
it loose.
Let it loose.
You'd probably look slimmer in a dress. To be fair.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I have a nice
Sundress?
cocktail dress over there that I wore for the photo shoot for the other podcast, and that wouldn't go near me now. Yeah.
It's too small.
So how come
It's just like I tried to put it on the other night. I was like FaceTiming my dad, and he was, he asked me, and I was like, "Oh, "Okay, Dad, it was Father's Day, you know." So I was like, "Give Daddy what he wants." So I put on the little cocktail dress, but
Did he have his on?
he had his on. Yeah. I was talking to my mom there just before. I was FaceTiming her, and she was like, "Oh, what are you doing today?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm having my friends on the podcast, the two Jews." And anyway, we were talking, and at the end of it, she was like, "Well, tell your Jew friends I said hello." Like, she meant it in the nicest way, but like it just on paper, it just like it would look so bad. Tell your Jew friends I said hello. Yeah, no, I just but I was at a wedding last week and I saw photos of myself and I was like, this ends
In,
now.
in Ireland?
In Portugal.
Portugal? Who?
Yeah.
What happened?
I just saw photos of myself and I was like, I gotta lose weight. Like,
How come you gained weight?
He was
I think
actively deciding to become fat.
Oh, yeah?
Which I've done that, and you regret it because it's so much. It's so hard to turn that. It's like turning a semi-trailer around on a winding mountain road. You know, you
Yeah.
just can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I've never turned a semi-trailer around ever.
Exactly.
No.
Anywhere.
I don't understand the metaphor.
Yeah, I've just been driving up that fat
But you've
mountain
seen.
driving up Fat Mountain.
No turn.
for 40 years.
Yeah.
And I'm never going back.
The road is empty. Nothing blocking you.
No.
yeah. He's in a desert. It's
Yeah.
like,
But how can you actively decide to gain weight? It's like no one does this.
oh yeah, for sure. Because sometimes you're like, I mean, I don't know about you, but you know, like when you're eating poorly, right? Like you don't realize.
Yeah,
like-
of course.
yeah. So when you decide, like, I'm not even gonna. There's no restraint.
Right. Okay.
Like I'm not gonna be like, because like there are times
no,
where I'm
because
like,
some people are like, I need to eat more. I'm trying to gain more weight.
it's just
Some-
different types of bodies. Yeah, different genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they call it?
'Cause then
your metabolism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to say race, but
your race as well. Does that play
Genetics.
into it? Does it?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't judge these things.
By race.
You don't see a lot of like really fat, I guess, like Chinese people, do you?
Ethiopians.
I mean, sumo
Ethiopians,
wrestlers.
yeah. They're Japanese.
Fat Chinese.
I've never seen like a fat. I suppose there's
Buddha.
but he was Chinese, was he?
He was, well, in the sculptures, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's two different versions of Buddha. Because like
Yeah.
in Thailand, when you see the Buddha, it's like a slam.
Yeah.
That's
He's
the
like-
original Buddha.
He's a hot
Yeah,
Buddha.
OG Buddha.
The fat Buddha. is
OG Buddha, that's a great rap name. OG Buddha.
Yeah, the original Buddha. Yeah.
the fat Buddha is a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's signal like happiness or something.
Right.
The smiling Buddha, it's called.
Mm.
Yeah, because he's probably just ate a nice succulent fucking McDonald's.
Yeah,
or
and they
something.
didn't
That's-
have-
You're happy.
They didn't have cameras, you know.
Yeah.
You couldn't see photos of himself. He's like, it takes a while to make a sculpture. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't really like. He's like, he doesn't look at his sculpture and be like, oh fuck, I gotta.
You imagine the
gotta
sculpt,
lose
the guy
weight.
they asked to sculpt the Buddha. He's
Yeah.
like, you better fucking pay me extra. This is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take me a long fucking time.
Plus, I need more material. because this is-
No, it's easier. It's
you do.
less-
I saw your act last night.
And can you stop
no, it's-
eating?
no, I'm just joking. No, but for me, it was like, oh, I'm gonna make a. I was like, I'm gonna just eat whatever I want now, and just let myself get gross and fat, and I'm just not gonna care. But then,
That's
I
very
just-
Buddhistic.
the reality.
Huh?
That's very Buddhistic.
as
To
in
let
like
go.
to just let go.
And
Yeah,
Eat whatever
yeah. I
you
looked
want.
into it wrong. Yeah, I was just like, oh, just to let yourself go. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Maybe that's what the Frozen song is about.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. But yeah, I feel like eating bad food.
So what's your guilty pleasure with the food? I
Can-
think
like-
I saw some cookies over.
No,
No.
this is a protein
Oh, okay.
flapjack. It's like a methadone for like.
Yeah, because
Cookies
it's still kind of almost a cookie.
It's basically a cookie, yeah. But it's
It has oats in it, so it feels like you're eating something. You know.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, like chocolate cookies, and then recently, then I started like sort of dipping my beak into like candy, you know. But then like at this wedding, I was just like eating everyone's like desserts and stuff because everyone had been drinking, so everyone was like, I'm kind of full or whatever. And there was just like these 4 desserts, and I was like. And I was just eating them, and I was like, "This is so sad." And I wasn't there with a +1, so it was just like,
No one can judge
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And then it's just
No,
like,
everybody's already judging you.
yeah. Well, everyone's like, he's
Yeah.
here alone, and also
Yeah.
he's eating 4 desserts.
And no one has to smell your shit later. So you can just eat whatever you want and just go shit in your room. And no one's
Yeah.
it's just you and your lonely shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then the wedding cake as well, and then they brought out this food, this like Portuguese little treat called pastel de natas.
Ah, of course.
You've had them, yeah?
Yeah. I used to deliver those kind of sweets.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I used to work in delivery. I used to deliver those. I was eating like 5 of these every morning. Like 5 a.m. I'm eating like 5 of those.
Yeah.
Until a point that I was like, I can't eat it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, Adam, you don't need to.
No, I'm that way with salads, really. I just
yeah.
every morning I eat like 5 salads.
Yeah.
With pastel de nata inside.
Yeah. They're like little cum-filled assholes.
Oh, yeah.
They're like someone spread open an asshole like this.
Yeah.
And then just poured.
It's a gaping
Jizz.
asshole.
What?
It's a gaping.
It is.
Big
It's a gaping
asshole.
asshole.
Big Portuguese asshole.
It's a big Portuguese asshole. And I was saying this, I was like, at the wedding, like, you don't switch off the shit that you say when you're with your friends, that whatever. And I was with this guy and I was just slamming these pastel de natas, just like whatever. And this just random guy at the wedding was like, wow, they must be delicious. And I was like, yeah, they are. And he's like, what's in them? And I was like, oh, there's custard and pastry and cum. and he was really shocked. Like, he didn't laugh, and he was kind of like, why would you say that? And I was like, I don't.
Believe me, I've been trying to ask myself that for years.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I was just trying to get a laugh out of you. But yeah, but now I saw the photos and I was like, I'm gonna.
It really hits you when you see photos, because when you look in the mirror, your brain is trained not to see the fat, and you're like, if I hold my body this way and then hold my breath a little bit, whatever, I look okay. You don't.
Yeah.
But the minute you see a photo of yourself sitting down, and you're like, I am such a tub of shit.
I think you need to look at more photos of yourself. I think that would be.
And now I have so many people that take photos of me all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like.
But like,
then you adjust to that. I remember the first
yeah.
when I was like 16, when I first had that moment of seeing a photo. It was a photo of me in Mexico on a horse.
That poor horse.
I know. And the thing is, it made me realize something, because I didn't see the photo till I got home from Mexico. But when I was on that horse in Mexico, we're going down the beach. We pay someone to ride these horses down the beach. All these little Mexican children were chasing us and laughing.
Right.
And I didn't pick up. They were laughing at me. I looked so fucking ridiculous on that horse.
Yeah.
Like I was just like just
was
balancing.
Like a small
on
horse.
Yeah, they were like, well, no, I was. It looked small.
Right. It was a normal sized horse.
The thing is, though, you know, you think of a horse in that way, kind of like a car. But one time I was in my early 20s and I was big, and at that time, not as big as I am now, and I was about to get on the horse, and he sort of walked away, like, don't.
He's like, fuck
like,
off.
no. He was aware that, like, this
smart.
is way too big for my back. Imagine if you're about to get in your car, just drives away. It's like, no. We need more horse engine.
I remember the time the three of us were trying to get into a cab in Berlin. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And we get in, and it was during COVID times in Berlin, and we get in, and then me and Eyal go in the back, because it's like the three of us aren't going to fit. Let's just be realistic. The three of us aren't going to fit in the back. And Adam goes to get in the front, and the guy's like, no. And Adam's like, I'll fit. And then the guy's like, no, COVID, the screen. Like, you thought he wasn't letting you in the front because he didn't think you'd fit in the front. And then we all squeezed into the
it was terrible.
back. But at least I feel like if we got into an accident, I think me and you would have been perfectly safe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
With
got
no
this big.
seatbelts, I just squeezed you in.
Just go,
You
hold
can't
on,
fucking
boys.
move.
You just need to like rescue us from his belly.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, like when they have to like rescue someone from like the belly of a whale or something.
Yes.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
They should
sorry, I
change.
just
Yeah, imagine-
inadvertently called you a whale. Sorry.
If we're already on this topic, 3 days ago, Adam broke my fucking chair.
Yeah.
It was like an armchair.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
weird thing was that I broke it sitting up, getting off of it.
Yeah,
Because, like, I, you know, as a fat guy, you gotta
you gotta rock yourself.
you gotta
Get the
get a
momentum.
little bit of inertia. And so as I was doing that, like the little bit of this wasn't a chair, really. It was a
It's
couch.
an armchair.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's a couch.
It was a love seat.
Yeah.
And I just stood up and broke it.
And now it's leaning like
Yeah.
to the side, and I just kept it.
Was this in your house?
Yeah, it's still in my house.
Yeah. So it didn't completely like collapse
No.
in like
Yeah,
Tower
it's still
7.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting like this.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you were saying when you get on airplanes, people go, they see you coming down the thing, and they're like, I'd rather see a man with a bomb.
Yes, it's always funny because it's funny both ways. If I sit down, it's funny to see the people come and realize that they're sitting next to me, and they're like, come on.
Yeah.
There's my luck. And then it's also funny as I walk down the aisle to see the people be like, no,
Not me.
no, please don't.
Please don't.
No.
Yeah.
And then the relief when I walk away. It's,
Right, yeah.
Do you ever just go past, like, just to fake out and then be like, oh, wait, no, this is my seat? Like, you see someone just to, like, fuck with them.
Yeah.
And have you not thought about, like, your long-term health? Like, this is sort of like an intervention at this point. Like, have you thought of, like...
I haven't not thought of it ever.
Yeah.
But, I'm a drug addict.
Right, you're a drug addict.
Well, food.
Food, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we were having a conversation last night, the three of us, in a chicken shop, and this woman came over. We talked for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then this white lady came over and was like, what did she say again? She was like, I'm gonna be honest. I've been listening to your conversation for an hour. And I think we were all collectively like, oh, fuck, here we go.
I was excited.
You were excited, but yeah, I mean...
But then she said, like, and I'm going to single you out.
Yeah, she didn't
me,
like you. Yeah. I think something about you women hate.
I wind white women up.
Isn't that weird?
Quite a bit.
I've never had so much trauma with women of any kind, of any genre. And for you, they don't like you.
Why do you
all.
think it happens?
I don't know. If it's like, I don't think I said anything particularly like anti-women.
Yeah,
in that moment.
No, and like if anything, we said more
Which is rare.
anti-women.
What do you have to say, cunt? Is that what you said when she came over?
Well, yeah, but I don't even know. We were talking about
jerking off at school.
As
we do.
As you do. I still do it to this day.
Woke
school
people.
around the corner. Huh?
Woke people.
Woke people. What else were we talking about? Mixed. Did you go to a mixed school, boys and girls, or just boys? Yeah. And we were talking about how the reason why my school didn't. At one point, they were talking about merging the schools, and then one of the pushbacks was like, no, it's going to distract the boys from their work or their education, because there's lovely perky teenage tits bouncing around everywhere,
I used to have those.
Good times. Yeah.
Not so perky anymore.
Perky says.
But it's weird. My tits have held up much better than my wife's. Isn't that crazy?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been building my pecs up.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt with my.
No. You can bring up your tits whenever you want, but and then she came over and she was like, I want to talk to you guys. But she said, oh, this is an interesting conversation. I think that's what she said. And then she's like, I'm going to single you out because you're Irish. Is what she said.
Yeah, why?
Well, you guys thought that she might have some Irish blood in her or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah, looking back, I wish we'd I had to go, like I was just about to leave. And then it looked like we were pussying out of the...
What did she say?
She was like, oh, well,
Well, we know what she was going to say. What was she going to say, Rob?
I don't know.
God hates fags.
What? The God hates fags?
Yes.
I think she didn't like the way we spoke about women, but I don't remember anything bad we said.
I mean, I think at one point we did say that they should all be burned at the stake.
Okay,
but yeah, I don't know why she would have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember saying anything particularly anti-women. I mean, someone did say the N-word at some point.
Yeah, I think all of us. Together, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we were just chanting it.
You'll put your hands in together. 1, 2, 3.
Hey! No, we held it there. That was crazy, actually, with... there were those guys on stage.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. There
was
was guys getting photos last night with fans of theirs getting photos of theirs. And there was guys who were like, okay, for this photo, let's go like this.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys did it as well.
So
I
one
did.
guy asked, he was like, "Can I do this?"
yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm joking." And I was like, "No, let's do it. Let's do it
Yeah.
together." And then we did like a pyramid.
like
I did it. I
together.
did this
together.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This.
Right.
And he was like, he was so shocked. He's like, I just do it like behind the scenes. I never do it.
Oh, you never do it in public? Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah,
All the time,
That's how we
yeah.
say hello to each other.
Yeah. What's this thing?
This is just
You get both.
What?
You get the
the
mustache.
mustache and the.
Oh, right. It's like a mini Heil.
Yeah, but you know, Hitler never did this one. He did this one. You know.
Right.
This one.
Yeah. Well, there's that old Hitler joke that I remember as a kid. Called the Holocaust. No, sorry. No, great joke. But it's how tall is Hitler and where does he live? And then the joke was he's about this tall. He lives over there. It's an old. It's good. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. But then I saw you when you did that photo. You were like, "Don't post that." I'm pretty sure I heard you say that. You're like,
Yeah, I was like, you guys
"Don't."
shouldn't put that. I mean, they can if they want, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be good for them.
No, I mean it's fine for you guys because I remember you saying that. Obviously, when we were living in Germany, it's illegal to
Do that.
draw swastikas and to go Sieg Heil or whatever. I don't
It's
know.
illegal.
Is it okay to embroider them onto clothing?
Yeah, I mean I didn't try it.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's a loophole. I feel.
yeah, so you can't Sieg Heil, you can't draw swastikas, all the fun stuff. But I think you were telling me that when it was snowing, you'd go around drawing swastikas on cars.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, what are they going to do? I'm Jewish. Like, they're not going to...
Yeah, and I thought even if I'm getting
Surely that's like your N word.
Yeah.
Like you
That's
should be allowed to.
true, that's what I think.
Yeah.
You should go around with like a swastika, like a chain, like...
Oh,
You know what
wow.
I mean? Yeah.
Own it, yeah.
For years, I was painting it the wrong way.
What do you mean? Counterclockwise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
until a friend of mine, a German, Louis,
Yeah.
told me how to
Louis
correctly.
the Kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of
Do you
course
like
he
go
knew.
behind you and like grab your hand? Like,
Like in
Teaching you.
Dirty Dancing. Is that what it is? Like a romantic thing. Of course,
He
he knew.
looks me like behind the back, like, you want to go to the camp?
But that, it's like, of course, he
Let's
knew
hop a
how to
train.
do it. But
They got a really hot room in there. We can
We can take a shower.
take a
you
shower.
can take a
together.
shower. Yeah, that's it. The showers. But it is a little bit suspicious that he corrected you quickly. Like, no, that's not how you. But then there's like, I remember once being at I think we might have been together. There was at the Indian embassy here. They've got the swastikas on but it's the reverse swastika. I got my hopes up. I was like, finally, somewhere finally.
No, you go to
An established
Yeah.
a political party I can get behind.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, it's good to see it making a comeback.
That's how Shinto temples in Japan. They got like the whole thing is just swastikas everywhere. It's
Shinto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, no, it was a symbol before Nazism, and then they just keep.
Yeah. Because
This is the other meaning.
Yeah, but they were Team Nazi, weren't they? With the
Yeah.
Japan, yeah, big time.
But isn't that funny because the Nazis probably hated non-white.
A lot of people that the Nazis would have hated were Team Nazi in the beginning before they knew what exactly was happening. Like a lot of the Middle East was pro-Nazi because they're like, oh, they hate Jews.
Yeah.
Right.
We're like
brings
that.
us.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
brings us together.
And then
yeah.
they're like, oh wait, no, we would have been put in the same.
Yeah, in the same showers.
Yeah.
But
Good team, that Team Nazi.
Team
Yeah.
Nazi. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did.
Oddly enough, they do volleyball.
They were so
That's-
close.
They got a
yeah.
hell of a lot done. Yeah.
Yeah. They choked in the finals.
Yeah, they really did. They're like the England of what would you even call them? Hate groups. That's a bit that's minimizing it a little bit. But I read just before you came. I read there was a lot of like far right stuff going on now at the moment with like anti-immigration stuff, and there's a lot of like people, like far right people, doing these like when they find out that the like a big building is being warehouse that has been acquired to like put immigrants in. They go there and they like do like an encampment thing where they sit around it, and then sometimes they set it on fire. And apparently it's come out that they're being coached over Zoom via an ex-KKK leader in Florida.
How to put up a fire.
Yeah, well, I guess how to be racist. It's like, how to be
Yeah,
racist
yeah. He's
101.
like they have like two cards of a black guy and a white guy. He's like, who do you hate?
Yeah.
No,
F. But yeah, he's coaching the far right in Ireland how to like carry out like hate campaigns, but to do it like just within the bounds of the law. So like, and how to basically, he's like a racist influencer. He's like, this is how you go viral on social media and get your message spread.
Is it a young person or is it like a?
No, he was head of
Who's that? David Duke?
Not David Duke. No, he was the head of like the Florida chapter of a beautiful book, if you ask me. But he's the head of the Florida chapter. I don't know how, but yeah, he's now he's coaching them to basically run their anti-immigration campaign. I don't know if he's doing it for free.
I just hope they're having a good time. That's all.
It's a charity.
Well, he's just doing a charity. Yeah, he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He's trying to help the next generation. He's their guru, you know? I don't know if he's doing it pro bono or whatever, but yeah, but
I wonder what you would charge to be a guru of a hate group. Like, what's that? Is it like a yoga sort of thing?
like they do like a bucket speech at the end.
A bucket
They
speech,
could
yes.
do a.
This has been a donation-based hate show.
Yeah, you can Monzo me or yeah. What would they use as like a bucket, like just an old SS helmet or something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that. You could just hold it by that little spear on the bottom. You know.
Yeah. But you were saying last night that what were you saying? You were saying that it's a bad time to be a Jew.
Isn't it always?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was like, isn't it always been a bad time to be a Jew?
By the way, I think my favorite moment yesterday was that this woman who came up to us was with her friend.
Okay.
And then later we saw her friend walking to the train. And then Adam, so we're walking together, and then Adam started talking to the guy. He's like, hey, dude, hey. And he's with his earphones, and he's like, yeah? He's like, what was your friend saying? And he was like, I don't know, she was just interested. He was so scared, and then he just walked away. And for a moment, I felt power.
Yeah.
I felt like he's like a little girl.
Like he's the Jew.
And we're rapists.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what are you doing over there? You know?
We should have raped him. That would have been hilarious. So
you tell her next time.
He seemed like her. This was in the chicken shop, the girl who whatever. And then we was just talking to her, and then just to our right, there was just this like little kind of nebbish kind of guy. I was like, he's either some incel who's trying to fuck her, or else just like her gay best friend or whatever. But yeah, he walked past us fast, and we're like, yeah, what was that about? And he just kept
So she never actually specified what she
was about to, and then I was like, I have to leave.
Yeah.
So then we all just got up and left, and yeah, I mean, you get excited you love that shit.
I would have fucking loved it. I was
ready to have a talk with her and see what she had to say.
Yeah, to get some feedback for this little podcast.
Yeah, because that's what we said. We were like, do you think we should start a podcast? She was like, no. And she didn't get that we were even trying to be funny, or whatever.
No, she didn't know that we were comedians at all. She was like, no, they're just crazy. Because no one is laughing. We're saying horrible stuff. But we know it's jokes. But there's no crowd. So.
Yeah.
Like, Pastel de Nata, it's like a cream-filled asshole.
Yeah.
It's like gaping full of cum, and it just tastes so good.
Yeah. And we just agree. We're like, yeah. She's like, what the fuck is going on there?
But then I remember you got into a thing with a female comedian in Berlin because of you did a joke about feminists.
Oh, yeah.
Women who don't shave their armpits or their body hair, they aren't feminists, they're just lazy.
Yeah.
And then you made a female comedian cry.
Yeah.
Which is that
was kind of insane.
She's just wiping her tears with her
She just pulls out and just tucks it back in. But yeah, I remember she was going at you about it. And then I was like, dude, why are you
even talking,
entertaining this craziness? And you're like, I love it.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, I'm the opposite.
Now he does it all the time with people about the Jew thing and the war and all that. He's just like, he just enjoys talking to those people. I can't do it. I get mad. I'm like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, you get frustrated.
I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. And he's just talking with them like, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I start those conversations sometimes. I'm
Really?
like,
Yeah,
so you
you-
think it's a genocide? What's happening in Israel? And people are like,
Think?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
How could it not be?
Yeah.
and he likes when people start the conversation. They're like, so what do you think? Do you hate Palestinians?
No.
And then he get to the conversation.
Right.
But I like to start the conversation.
Right.
Um,
But how frequently would you be doing that?
in this, when the war started, I was doing it quite a lot.
Yeah.
That was like my open mic.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't feeling like doing shows, so I would just talk to people like about the situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I do it much less.
Okay, yeah.
Because their arguments are always so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's like, it's so easy to argue with people that have never thought.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like, because they always have the same kind of process, like thinking, but they're only like sort of, they all have the same narrative in their head of how it works. And so it's
So do you
easy
think it
to-
was a genocide? No.
which one?
Yeah. Yeah, it's no.
The Holocaust. No,
But yeah, because it's funny last night because I felt like I was gagging to go up in front of that crowd and just do like my gay Muslim jokes because I feel like they probably would have loved that shit.
Oh, well, in our show.
Yeah.
Probably,
I
yeah.
was like, oh, I'll do all my Islam, my Muslim jokes, which is funny. They land here.
It's really interesting. The whole, like, the jokes about Israel and Palestine are
Yeah.
very interesting because there's a different premise to each person. Because some people think it's Israel is making a genocide, and some people think that
The
Palestine.
right people. You know?
What? The right people are the.
I don't know.
What?
No, it was a joke. It was, the Israel.
No, go on.
I'm getting frustrated.
No, so some people think Israel is making a genocide, and some people think that Palestinians are terrorists. Let's say.
Right.
And so each group has a different premise. So if you tell a joke
Yeah.
and I don't agree with the premise, I can't laugh.
Okay.
So that's why when you did a joke about Palestine, for this woman, it's like the premise is that Israel is making the genocide.
Yeah.
So that's like, if you don't acknowledge that, I don't, I
Right.
can't agree with anything.
Right. Okay.
So I feel like it's almost the only subject that it's hard to agree on. the
Yeah, because
premise.
everybody's watching the same movie with two, and they're seeing two different things.
So
You
some
know?
people are watching it with 3D glasses, and then the other people are.
Watching it with
Some
rocks.
people
with
are
rocks.
Some people are watching it with subtitles, and it's in Hebrew, and then other people.
Other people are just throwing stones at the screen. You know?
Other people are just indiscriminately firing rockets at the screen.
Some people watch the movie and some people direct it.
Oh God! But you
The
were
movie's Schindler's List.
yes, great fictional movie, but
It's one of the marvels.
well, I feel bad because I feel like you were telling a very interesting story on stage, and I dipped out to talk to Adam.
I'm sorry.
So what was the
Which-
what was the story about there's a woman with cookies or something?
Yeah.
Is that a true story?
Yeah.
Can you tell it?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell it like I do.
No, you don't have to do
Yeah,
your
okay,
act.
okay.
Yeah, but like just
But basically, on the 7th of October, when Hamas attacked,
yeah.
so they 5 terrorists broke into this old woman house,
Mm-hmm.
and they took her and their husband as hostages in their own house.
Right.
And then this woman, she's like an old Jewish mother, grandmother. So
Yeah.
she is very like welcoming kind of person.
Come on in, have some matzo ball soup. Yeah.
But she's more Arabic. That's the
Right,
thing.
okay.
So she's like, so there's a lot of similarities between the Arab guys who went into her house and her. They come
It's the same. Come from the same
culture.
culture.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, she's was she Iraqi or Moroccan or what was she?
Yeah, something like this. And also she speaks a little bit of Arabic, a little bit.
Okay.
So in a way, they bonded.
Okay.
And she was trying to have conversation with them.
Or were they trying to like kidnap her? Like,
Yeah, they tried to
yeah,
kill her basically, but then they realized, no, we can just kidnap
we
her.
can get some cookies out of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing is that eventually she's like, what can I offer? What is my talent? And she's like, cookies.
Yeah.
So she offered them cookies, and they're like, yeah, we like cookies. That's good. And then she made them like a whole dinner.
Okay.
And they were eating like savages. Meanwhile, the police is like
There were
around
crumbs
the house.
all over the table. These people, you gotta kill them.
It's unforgivable. Totally unforgivable the way they ate those cookies. So,
without permission, nothing.
yeah.
Usually, you wait for the coffee to have the cookies.
Yeah,
Wait.
they didn't say grace.
Nothing.
No, they just dusted like the crumbs off onto the floor like this. It was shocking. So wait, so where were we there?
So she made them food
Mm-hmm.
just to stall, because she knew that the police is surrounding the house.
Right.
And
Because
at
they
some
smell
point-
the cookies and they're like, we want cookies as well.
Yeah.
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 It's like,
They actually smelled the Arab guy. They were like,
Is that how the police in Israel
I think they're
solve
here.
crime? They smell it.
yeah, it's chocolate.
It's chocolate. Yeah. It's hummus.
No, it's brownies.
Oh, I'd love if she accidentally, like, she made brownies and she's like, I have some brownies for you. Like, oh, you think that's funny? Think that's funny, Jew? Just shoot her and they eat the brownies. Like, oh, they're actually pretty good. We probably shouldn't have killed her. But I'm surprised that they didn't take her hostage. So they left her.
No.
No, so
They took her. But they're like, if we
they
take
were-
her, she can make cookies for us in Gaza.
But the
So
cops are
the-
surrounded.
the problem was,
They spent too much time eating the cookies.
Right.
so they were stuck in the house
But
because the police
surrounded
surrounded the house.
Right.
So they were stuck there and hold them as hostages in their
Okay.
own house. Otherwise, they would just kidnap them and go back to Gaza.
Okay.
But the food was so good
Yeah,
that they
they're
stayed
just like,
there.
fuck.
Yeah.
This is like
These
the-
are to die for.
So one of the
Yeah.
jokes there is, so she's diabetic,
Right.
So she only has Coca-Cola Zero.
Right, okay.
So she offered them Coca-Cola Zero, and they were like, "No, we want normal Coca-Cola."
yeah.
And I said, like that's crazy that you have standards.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking. But I do get it, because if you're a martyr and if it's your last moment before you're gonna die, you want normal Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Who fucking wants? So they ask her, "Can you get us normal Coca-Cola?"
Yeah.
She's like, "What? Do you want me to go buy one?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, no, wait, no."
Yeah.
They're like, what? They're new to the game. You know, you can see.
My
The martyrs,
favorite,
they're
Yeah.
amateurs.
Yeah.
my favorite part of the story is like, so it's like they're like 75, 80 years old, these two grandparents, and my favorite part of the story is they wanted the guy to move from his chair,
Yeah.
Right.
and he's like, just leave me alone. Let me sit in my
What, the old
chair."
Jewish guy
Yeah.
was in his chair. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'd rather just die than do what you
Right.
want. Fuck it.
Just let me eat my
Yes.
cookies.
So is there a happy ending?
Not to the Arabs.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Depends
Yeah.
who you ask.
So
from
the
what point
cops
of
the
view.
cops came in and they
Yeah, they came in, they
kicked her
killed
out.
them.
Yeah.
Was pretty like wild shit. Like
Yeah.
they came from the roof and they killed the terrorists, and they saved them, and then she was signed in a model agency afterwards.
She does not look like a model.
No, but she was signed
What, like fucking Vogue or like?
like us, but Israeli thing.
Right.
Yeah, which that's the saddest part of the thing. It's no, she's a hero, and like she was talking to everybody on the news, and she was like a really like, because everything was so sad when on the 7th of October, she was the first thing that made everybody smile
Right,
for a moment,
okay.
because she's so like optimistic kind of person,
Yeah.
and very like warm person. So for a moment we're like, oh my god, she's amazing.
Yeah.
And then it's so cynical how social media trying to control everything. So they signed her on this.
But aren't you guys in control of
Yeah,
social
but
media?
it's part of the
media?
game. Yeah, yeah.
Aren't you guys in control of the
Not
media?
the social media,
Yeah,
just
just
the
all the
media.
other media. Yeah.
The Chinese got TikTok, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they're making a movie about her.
Oh yeah, and who's gonna play
I don't know.
Helen Mirren or something? How old is she now? She's a grandma.
Yeah, I think she's like 67 something.
Okay.
Not that
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
her husband died like 2 months ago
From diabetes.
from the cookies.
From the cookies, yeah. He's just cookie overload. But they've hired. So now she's a model as well.
Kind of. She's just represented as. I think they want to do a commercial with her now.
A cookie commercial.
That they reenact.
It's like
they reenact the thing for the
The
commercial.
thing.
Yeah, she only uses a certain type of butter. Like
No,
she-
it's so sacred in Israel. This whole story, the whole situation is so
Yeah.
sacred that you can't. Even now, if people see it, me talking about it in a like
in a humorous way.
Yeah, it's so
they're gonna
problematic.
Yeah.
wow.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Talk about the cookies.
What was her name again?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah,
See, I got a nice little
You got it.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive,
Rachel.
actually.
you can say Rachel as well.
Rachel.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just
Yeah, then I'm whitewashing her name.
yeah.
it's the best.
But
Kind of
maybe
washing.
it's the best kind of wash. but what was I going to say? But then maybe that like the key to ending all of this is cookies.
Yeah, food.
Yeah.
Food will bring people together.
I
Yeah.
just think if you just give the whole region booze and bacon, everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worked out fine for me.
Booze, bacon,
Booze
and
and
boobs.
bombs.
Booze, bacon, and bombs. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a Trojan horse thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hey guys, here's some bacon and booze, and then there's just a massive missile in the middle of it. But yeah, no, just like fucking, just because you know they did what was it during World War II?
I like to call it World War Jew.
World War II, where the British and the thing on Christmas Day.
It was World War One.
Was that World War One?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, right. So yeah, the British and the
Germans.
They played rugby.
the Germans.
They played football.
They played Monopoly, I think. They got a
yeah.
They played Quidditch. Yeah, they played Quidditch on their guns.
Hopscotch on the fucking mines.
Oh yeah, let's play hopscotch. Like, yeah, we got just the guy. Weed out some cunt with one leg. But yeah, like you could do something similar. Like, right, let's meet at the border, and then let's just have
Yeah, but then you got to agree where the border is.
Yeah, that's true. And then just have some Rachel's cookies.
Yeah.
We're like, why are we fighting? These cookies are.
You know what's the I think the saddest part of this story is that the cookies were actually her daughter.
Wait, come again?
She didn't make the cookies. Apparently, it was her daughter's cookies.
Her recipe.
No, the leftovers.
Oh, she gave
Yeah.
leftovers? Did she
Right.
pretend to take them out of the oven?
And who's the savage now?
I don't know exactly what happened, but the story was like she made them cookies.
Wait, is the daughter alive?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And is the daughter like, where's my modeling contract?
Yeah.
Where's my...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
beef now between
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a genocide of truth.
What's the daughter's name?
I have no idea.
Miriam, probably, or something.
Miriam?
Yeah, Miriam. Rachel, Miriam.
Why is that a Jewy?
Yeah, Miriam's a Jewy name.
Yeah.
isn't it?
I was thinking about Jesus,
As you do.
as you do. He was a Jew.
Yeah.
I was
So they
thinking
say.
about when he was getting crucified. Do you think he was being like a bit Jewy about it? Do you know what I mean?
Probably.
Yeah, just like, oh.
Yeah.
Just kvetching, you know?
Yeah. What's the pollen index today?
Yeah. My allergies. You know what I mean? So can we wait till it's later on?
Can you nail it here?
Is that,
complain?
do you have to use a rusty nail?
Yeah.
Can you just get a fresh one?
Come on, Ma. Anyway, yeah.
In our show yesterday, we had a very Jewish moment that some dude was like,
Or he didn't pay for the drinks afterwards.
it's funny because it's true.
In fairness, I'm not having. I was like, this is probably the Jewiest thing I've ever seen you do.
Dude, we perform there. We get drinks for free. We got
Yeah,
the
no,
drinks
no,
for
no.
free downstairs.
Yeah, no, you're right. In fairness, I think the guy behind the bar was Palestinian. So, but no, what happened with?
What was I saying?
There
You
was
said,
a Jewy moment in the show.
Yeah,
oh no, there was something happened in the show.
Yeah, there was one guy when the show began.
Yeah,
He was complaining about the AC. He was like, "Can you turn it off?
Oh,
it's,
like
it's
in a
making
very
a lot of
like-
noise." And I was like, "Okay, sure."
yeah.
And then like in a half of the show, this woman while we perform, she's like, "Can you turn the AC on?"
Right.
It's like,
It's
guys,
the most Jewy thing in the
Yeah.
world. It's
Right.
like just, and I don't know. I just feel like
So maybe hold that just a little bit.
it's strange to me that the Jews allowed the Holocaust to happen because they're such complainers.
right.
Like, how did it not work? Their complaints.
what do you mean? How can you stop a Holocaust with complaints?
I feel like if you, I mean,
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, write a
Is that-
complaint to the,
Yeah,
to
right,
the
yeah.
SS guard.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
Hitler, please.
Hey, Mr. Hitler, please. That sounds like a great song. Hey, Mr. Hitler, please.
Yeah. Hitler, please.
I believe it's.
Hitler, please.
I think
Yeah.
to you it's Hitler.
Hitler with the hard R.
Yeah. Speaking of races, have you heard of this guy Nick Fuentes?
Nick Fuentes, yeah, the racist twink.
Apparently he's gay, right?
And apparently he's...
Who is
What's
it?
worse, gay or racist?
Yeah.
For a moment, I was thinking about it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm both, so I can't really... Nick Fuentes, yeah, he's...
Is this a Berlin comic or
No, he's like a
Berlin no, he's like
I've never heard of him.
he's like an American like racist twink Alec Jones.
who's been banned
kinda-
from every platform.
yeah.
Oh, so
he's-
kind of like a Mio Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, that's
Worse
what I
than-
thought.
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Milo
Worse than
Yiannopoulos.
Milo
Yeah,
Yiannopoulos.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he's...
Well, Milo's half Jewish, you know. So
Is he, yeah?
yeah.
I thought
Well,
it was
Nick
like a Greek
Fuentes-
last name.
He said he's like he's probably in his 30s now, late 20s. I think he's like his late 20s, and he's been banned from all the platforms. So now he's only on like Rumble, and then
It's the best
Info,
one. Everyone's
yeah.
on Rumble.
Yeah.
All the best.
Rumble. That's like that'd be a good app for like when you're hungry, like, you know, because your stomach rumbles, you know.
Yeah. Let's get rid of
Anyway,
the Rumble.
that was a swing and a miss, but
Go
I
back that seemed to work.
Yeah,
on this
yeah, that was
podcast.
better.
Good
yeah.
luck with editing this.
oh God Almighty.
You just
Another
do-
question for you. Maybe you know, I don't know, maybe you guys have meetings about it, but there are a lot of gay Catholic priests, right? Is it a big thing in the, I mean, like an
I think so.
underclass of Catholic homosexuals?
I think it's a choice that people make to hide their gayness.
And has that been
Just
a
like,
historical thing?
They hide their gayness and they hide their anus.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause that's where the trouble comes in.
That's where you keep the gayness usually.
But they try to transfer it to little boys because they think it's contagious. It's like a vampire thing. They're like, if I give it to a little boy, no. I think
I think it works more like werewolf, actually.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just they're like, I'm gay. Like, if I was a priest, you know, I don't go to hell, and
Right.
then I don't have to be.
Wait,
know,
but
and no one's
if
gonna
priests
ask me
are
why
gay,
am I not married.
if priests are gay,
Yeah.
they don't go to hell?
Oh, they go to hell. Well, no, if they don't act on it.
Oh, they go to hell.
If they don't act on it. And as long as you
Okay.
repent, there's a lot of there's so many loopholes in Christianity.
That's what
it's
we
fine.
call
If you
Yeah.
loopholes.
yeah.
Goop holes.
RuPaul's.
Goop
If
holes.
you can come in a little boy's asshole, and as long as you repent,
Yeah.
you're fine.
But there's nothing, like, I don't know, I don't think there's anything wrong with being, I mean,
A pedophile.
yes, I mean, you said it. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with being gay. I have more problem with people that are the Catholic than with them being gay.
Well, I
But-
am gay and Catholic. So
And how do
that's
you
hard
feel
to hear.
About
Well,
that.
no, just going back to the gay priest thing, my understanding of it is that sometimes they know, like, oh, fuck, I'm not attracted to women, so I don't want to have a family or have to fuck women. So if I go into a church, now I have an excuse to... It's like, oh, no, I can't. I'd love to fuck a woman. Like, come on. You know? But I can't because of God. You know what I mean? So it's an easy...
It's funny how the unconscious take you away. You start with like, well,
Yeah. I'm like, so like that's just they're hiding behind Jesus is their beard. You know what I mean? Like that's the
Yeah,
protecting-
that
But
makes
it's a big
sense.
fuck fest. I mean,
The priests?
Yeah, you're hanging out with a bunch of gay dudes
in dresses.
in dresses, wearing jewelry, and like.
But you don't.
Wait.
I think each it's not like they have other priests.
Yeah, is it one priest
Yeah,
for
it's
a
one
church?
priest per parish, and they just kind of chill.
No, but I mean, they
probably have conventions.
They get together,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
and they're
that's
like-
when it's trouble. You know, boys will be boys.
and they have seminaries, you know.
Seminaries.
seminaries. Yeah. Semen fairies.
You know, they have a
Um,
whole castle.
What's the castle? The Vatican?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Vatican?
No.
Yes.
Probably
No, but apparently
Yeah.
there is gay orgies at the Vatican a lot. I think. I heard
Is there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that the.
By the way,
I've seen
more-
the videos.
have you
You'll-
seen the
you'll be
the Swedish
surprised.
guard? What are they called? The Swedish
The Swiss Guard.
Swiss guard.
Yeah.
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 They're look how gay they look.
Yeah, they're the
outfits.
rainbow flag outfit.
Yeah.
You know,
Do they guide the
guard.
guard
the Pope.
the Pope?
Yeah,
So they're at the Vatican.
yeah, everywhere.
Ah,
They
okay.
hold these big spears.
They're very
With big
flamboyant. Yeah.
cocks at the top- on the top of them.
They have these like feathery kind of hats.
If you come in here, we're gonna spare you.
We're gonna spare no prisoners, but the
don't come in here.
come in here, whatever you do.
By the way, just so you know, the crazy thing is that this conversation will get way more hate than the crazy shit we said before. Like the
Yeah.
amount of death threats and crazy shit that I got for talking about gay Jesus far exceeds anything else we've ever spoken about.
Oh, on Instagram,
Yeah.
when you put the gay Jesus thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the comments are always like, oh, we'll do it about Muhammad.
Why would
And
I
you're
do
like,
that?
I was like,
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm like, it's like, I mean, yeah, I'll do that. I'll joke about a gay Muhammad.
Gay Muhammad.
Gay Muhammad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Imagine. Who do you
now
think?
you're
Okay,
uncomfortable.
so who do you think would be top? Who do you think would be top? Jesus or Muhammad? Like if they were fucking.
Oh.
Who's on top?
Do you think they're versatile? Yeah. Who's on top? I think. I think
Wait,
Muhammad's taking
let
it.
me draw it for a moment.
Yeah. Let's make a diagram. What does he look like again? Who would be a top? Would you God and Muhammad or Jesus and Muhammad?
Jesus and Muhammad.
well, I feel like Muhammad was Muhammad was a
Yeah, of course Muhammad would
of course
be on
Muhammad.
top. Yeah, it's not
You
even
think so?
Because
yeah,
Jesus
of
is kind
course.
of like
He's a warlord. That's what I mean. He was like
Yeah.
a warrior.
Yeah.
Jesus was like a Jewish carpenter.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
He was like, yeah, kill me, go ahead. I don't
Yeah.
He's
care.
also a virgin.
Jesus
But I
said,
feel
like,
like-
I'm good
and he's
with
also
wood.
gay,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, nail me.
Yeah. Nail me, Mo. Yeah, I think Jesus would be the bottom in that situation. I feel like.
Yeah, but I reckon Mo would struggle to get it up.
Why?
I think he would have problems. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
too much.
I just
alcohol.
feel he'd be like,
He'd
I'm
be too
sorry.
drunk.
Yeah.
And then Jesus will turn his cock into wine.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Is it
Turn
possible?
his cum into wine.
Yeah.
Come.
Just,
Yeah.
just he's like open wide, and then Jesus is like, wait, did you see this?
And Muhammad is like, I can't.
Yeah, he's eating his ass and he turns it into bacon.
He's coming, and she's like, it's a Sauvignon Blanc. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, they do get crazy with the when you start talking about, because I have a joke about and it doesn't land in Dublin because there's not a lot of Muslims in Dublin, so white Irish people get a bit like, oh, what is, like, they don't want to, but here there's like there's a lot of Muslims, so it's like if they're like whatever, so
they left more here?
yeah. The joke, I was
So
back in
because
Ireland.
the tension is higher here with Muslims.
The tension is higher in Ireland because there is no Muslims. So people are kind of like, oh, we don't want it. They're not here, so it's not fair. Or, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
And they probably they don't know any Muslims, so that whatever. But in London, it's just like everyone knows a Muslim, and like there's lots of Muslims at shows because like half of there's a lot of Muslims here. And the joke is that, like, I had like gay sex and religion, they're not compatible, and that I was dating a Muslim guy, and it was caused issues because every time I fucked him in the ass, he to kind of counteract how gay the sex was, he insisted that we face Mecca, and then I'd be like, oh, I think that's bad, every time I asked him to eat my ass, he'd be like, "Oh, I can't. It's Ramadan." And yeah, like that's
Bombing.
Well, you could eat your ass at nighttime.
Can they eat at?
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
Only,
it's only the day that you have to
sunset.
fast.
Maybe the joke is flawed then.
You know?
It just doesn't make sense.
And then we just said, so I said, it's okay, let's wait till sundown, and then you can eat my ass.
Right,
then.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I suppose, yeah. I don't know.
So what's your process?
I don't think that's-
Just through lived experience. But so where were we there with the
Cookies.
We're
no,
talking
not
about
the cookies?
We're talking about gay sex between Jesus and Muhammad.
Oh, Jesus and
Yeah,
Muhammad.
that's a great premise.
But I'm probably going to do it. The come into
come into
wine.
wine.
I'll try that tonight.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nice trick.
Yeah. But what was I going to say there? Maybe we'll switch gears. I didn't know. You said last night that you went to college with Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Did you make that up? Or?
Yes, I made that up. It's not
Oh,
true.
Jesus Christ!
It's not true. Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah, he made two things.
He went to Harvard.
Yeah, he said he
Yeah,
went to
I said-
Harvard.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So that's the second thing he made up.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was
No,
there, I was like, you went to Harvard?
The joke is I went to Harvard, and I was I quit after 1 year, and I was in the same year as Mark Zuckerberg, and look where he is now. Whatever, it's a bullshit joke. And then I said, but my parents were very disappointed when I quit Harvard, because like higher institutions are kind of like a family legacy sort of thing. For example, my grandma went to Auschwitz, which is like the Harvard of concentration camps.
Yes.
And the whole idea is that like Jews
Except
that
no one graduates.
well, my grandma graduated.
Through a fucking chimney. Then they gave them like those little hats when they were going into the... Anyway.
They throw their yarmulkes.
Oh, well, yeah, I was like, oh, cool, we can talk about Mark Zuckerberg.
We can talk
Zuckerberg.
about it. I can keep the lie up. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just edit it and then you can be like, yeah, I went to college with
I went to
Zuckerberg.
college. I went to college with Mark Zuckerberg and Natalie Portman. We were in the same class. Jared Kushner was there. Yeah, it was good.
All the Jews.
All the Jews.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, oh, I didn't see Adam in the social network. You know what I mean? Why isn't
Wouldn't
Adam
it
in
have
this?
been fucking awesome though to own Facebook and not be here with you right now?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, Zuckerberg is trying to like rebrand his image now. Oh, did you hear about the Elon Musk thing?
Oh, yeah.
Where Elon Musk is like, oh, my kid is his kid's trans now,
Yeah.
and he said that's why he bought Twitter, because he wanted
It's so fucking
to push back
hardcore.
against the
He's
woke.
like, I made a vow to destroy the woke mind virus, and he's like, I don't care. I'll pay fucking $50 billion for it.
Yeah.
I just buy Twitter
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
try
he
and
said-
destroy.
He's putting it like J.K. Rowling's
Wait.
there, like trans people, but like Elon Musk is putting his money where his mouth is. Like he's
Wait, so what has Elon Musk said about? Has he made a statement about his trans daughter? Is that, or is he?
Well, apparently
has
he
just
did.
come out that-
He did an interview with our
Jordan
Lord and
Peterson.
Savior Jesus Christ, Jordan Peterson, and we're very pro Peterson.
You're pro
podcast.
Jordan.
Pro Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the Jordan of.
Yeah, Air Jordans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine he released his own shoe, Air Jordans. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, then Musk did an interview with him, Peterson, and then he said, well, I didn't see it, you saw it.
Yeah.
I saw a screenshot of it where he was like, oh, my kid's trans now. And
Basically, he said that his kid is trans, and without him noticing, they gave him puberty blockers, and now his son is dead
right.
because it's a girl. And
So the kid is still alive, but just dead to him.
So his
Yeah.
son, because that he said that's what dead naming is. Like the person you were before is dead, so
Yeah.
his son is dead, and so he
So Elon Musk is all on board with.
the trans rights and so
Wow.
on, and so
He's actually being politically correct by not dead naming the
right,
Yeah.
and
He's like, but my daughter is now also dead.
Yeah. She's dead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Peterson wouldn't let him finish talking.
Oh, that was
That was the
tough
most
to watch,
frustrating
yeah.
thing.
Why? Because Peterson he wasn't comfortable where the conversation.
What do you
was going.
mean?
Yeah, well, you know.
She's supposed to be a boy. It's a boy. You're not supposed to put them on puberty
Well, that's very
blockers.
terrible.
Well, that's terrible. Peterson just starts crying.
Yeah, he
And
did start
goes,
crying.
Please tell me he still has his cock and balls.
Do you think Peterson is actually gay?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He has a gay as a gay.
He dresses quite fruity.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And he's always like, tidy your room.
Yeah.
There's something.
You know,
very gay.
Well,
gay, you know.
I don't think you're gay.
I think tidy your room is a euphemism for, you know, shave your asshole. And douche.
Clean underneath your foreskin when I'm trying to suck it.
Douche your asshole. It's not nice when you eat a man's asshole and there's shit in there.
I don't want to be wiping away shit from my mouth.
I don't want shit on my cock.
What would you say? What would you call it? Shit on my face.
What, are you asking me that?
No, that's his big thing. What would you call it? What would
yeah,
you
yeah.
call it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what is shit on my
Yeah,
face?
it's just,
12 rules to make me come.
I'm coming out with another book, another 12 rules to make me come.
Instead of 12 rules, it's just gay sex rules. Alright, folks, that's the end of that extremely problematic public episode. If you would like to continue listening to our conversation with the two Jews, you can head on over to the Patreon for €3.50 a month for a bunch of exclusive stuff. All proceeds from the Patreon go to Hamas to buy weapons. No. They help me buy cookies. Anyway, this entire thing is a mistake, and it's whatever. Alright guys, as always, I love you, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week. Alright, bye.